We are back for a special edition of the Three Miss Ladies podcast show.
Did you trip on yourself?
So, right, it's only me and Snoop tonight. New Year Nick is in La La Land, Dreamland right now. While the rest of us are here trying to give the fans what they want.
Yeah.
So, Love Island Woo! Finally is back. You know? Yes.
So after all the waiting of just even revealing the dates, it was like, come on, man, I've got to schedule this in. Like, don't you understand? I need to know.
Yes. So for those of you, I'm sure people who are listening to this know anyway, they were doing that really annoying advert where it was advertising Love Island for June, but just no date. I'm like,
no date.
June 2022, 2021, what? So yeah. But
it's finally here.
Yes, finally. So it was the premiere tonight. And obviously, guys, it was for me, it was the usual setup. You know, good look. I mean, okay, let's start with the looks.
The villa's the usual setup.
Yeah.
Although they're like, oh, brand new, but I'm like, it looks exactly the same to me.
Thank you.
Sharp.
Thank you. So, Snoop, what did you think of the girls? And who was the standout girl, and who was, for the right reasons, and who was a standout girl for the wrong reasons for you?
Right. Okay, I'm glad you asked that question because girlfriend here was taking notes. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So, first two people to come into the villa were Liberty and Cass. So, Cass is our only black girl.
Token black girl.
At the moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the token.
Yeah.
So she's a lovely girl. Ain't got, nothing. So we got Cass, we got Sharon who came in next. So back on Liberty, girlfriend said, she's blonde, and if anyone sees her, you just think, oh, Dipsy blonde. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing like that. Whether it's natural blonde or dye blonde, anyway, Dipsy blonde. And she was like, I have 9 GCSE, 9 stars, whatever, or A level, whatever she has. She mentioned that she had, and she works in a chicken restaurant. I was like, with all of that, why are you working in a chicken restaurant? I was like, bitch, with all of that, don't say that. Do you know what I mean? That's a waste of GCSE. Or A levels or whatever you got. I was like, okay. Anyway, I just had to put it in there so you can see how blonde she is. I was like, you're still blonde, sweetheart. But she's a lovely girl. Okay, so when she came in, I gave her a 7.
Ooh.
Just for first, because obviously we don't know them. We just know names and they're just getting to know each other. So I gave her a 7. Yeah. I gave Cass a 6. Ooh. I gave Sharon, 25-year-old, international UK beauty model, pageant or whatever that she wants to be calling herself. I gave her a 5 because I was like, I don't see nothing there.
That was what was it? Civil servant.
Yes, the civil servant worker. Yeah. I was unimpressed really. Faye's another 25-year-old letting manager. I gave her a 6. That's my rank. And Shannon. Now Shannon's the one I really kind of liked when she came down. She looked gorgeous. She looked very much,
very natural.
Very, very natural. Very what's her name? What's this Wonder Woman? From the planets of Wonder Woman. Yeah. Natural. Amazon looking. Yeah. She looked, and the bikini was hot. I was like, yeah. So I gave her an 8. But that's the girls for me. And the one that I liked the best was Shannon, just off the looks and stuff. And the one that rubbed me off wrongly was Sharon and Sharon for the looks.
And then Sharon wow. Okay. Right.
Sharon for the looks and Faye for just shut up. I just wanted her to shut up. Every time they were coupling, she was talking and it was a bunch of nothing coming out of your mouth. Like, just shut up. You don't need to speak. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Yeah. So that's me on the girls.
I think I have to agree with you on the. I mean, I really liked Shannon. You know, she just looked like a natural beauty. I like the way she. You know, I could only see she had makeup when they were doing her. You know, like her. You know, like when she was talking about herself and stuff like that. But when she was actually in the villa, I thought, do you have any makeup on or not? But whatever this look is, it looks good. Like,
it looks good on you. Yeah.
She looks nice. You know, so I like her. Faye. See, I think Faye was pretty, but she just looked old. I'm sorry. Like, she looks like she's in her 30s. Like, you know, I'm not going to be rude.
Suppressing 30s.
You know, for Love Island. You know, I thought were they mainly in their 20s. Like, she looked like she can come kick it with some of the older people. You know, some of us at the senior centre. You know, like, I'm sorry. Like, she's pretty. But
I have to really say, I think I mentioned it to you, that is it the makeup? Do you know what I mean? It's so full on. You know, even the lips. Did you see when it got changed?
Yeah.
You know, the lip that it went past the, you know, the liner went past the lips, and I was just thinking, why did you just? It just looks so weird. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, do they make you do this because you guys are on camera? You know, you need more coverage when you're on camera, because right now, on my television screen, you looking real weird. You're looking real funky with those lips and everything. Like, no,
girl,
HD don't lie.
Girl. Okay, let's talk about the guys. Let's talk about the guys. You know, Snoop, give it to me. Give us your ratings on the guys.
Okay, so we had Jake first. Jake came in. Jake's a 24-year-old water engineer. So he's the one who's been in the longest relationship. Came out of a 7-year relationship. Ooh. So my man loves sucking toes, which kind of got me because I had to do a double take. Like, what the fuck did you just say? You know what I mean? But looking at him, he's such a geezer that you're just like, yeah, that will come out of your mouth. Kind of feel like that. He's such a lad. So I gave him a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gave him a 6 because I thought he was quite nice. I think he's been there long enough that the tan has come through. So he looked nice. Yeah. Then 24-year-old Aaron came in. Aaron's from London. And I think he's an events manager, high end, as he likes to say.
Model.
Events manager. Yeah. Model as well, sort of thing. At first, just by looks, I was just like, I'm not impressed. But then as he's talking in the VT, I was like, okay, maybe there's something there. So because of the VT, he would have been a 5. But I bumped him up to a 7 because there was a little bit of personality there. A little bit there. So I bumped him up to a 7.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that include any black credits? Because I
yes, of course.
He's a brother.
I want black Twitter on my case.
Okay.
So yes, I am in there for the brothers. Because he would have really been a 5. Okay, so then we have 20-year-old Hugo, who's a PE teacher. He's so sweet. Like, to me, he strikes me as the Alex of the group, you know, the Alex of the former seasons kind of thing like that. But he's really sweet and adorable. So he gets a 6 for me. Then we had Toby, 22-year-old semi-pro footballer.
Yeah.
Now, he looked like he should have been fine. I was waiting for that because when I saw him in the commercial VT, I was like, oh, this is the Wes of the group, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? You know how people always look like the old islanders? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, you sort of have this checklist that or something that you go by to make people look like, you know, previous islanders. Yeah, so he struck. So he struck me as Wes, but I gave him a 6. Nothing there. He just blah to me. Then we had 26-year-old Brad.
Yeah.
So Brad is a labourer, lives with his nan. So apparently he hasn't had sex since 2019. I was like,
my God.
Thanks, good to know.
Oh my God.
Those nuts are hanging. We'll see if he'll be one of the first to let loose.
See, my mama be like, that's all. It's been longer for me. Anyway, sorry.
Oh my God. So Brad was quite honest with himself. He's like, look, to be honest, looks comes before personality for me. I go for the looks first, then I try and find the personality in it. I'm like, so if you don't find it, that's it. Like, what a way to say it. But he was honest. Honest. Yeah. So I gave him an 8. Tall, dark,
beautiful eyes.
He was more pleasing to look at.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And he's got thick. What accent is that?
He's northerner, so he's
yeah, very, very thick. Very, very thick. Lovely, but yeah.
Newcastle, Sunderland, one of them.
Yeah. So those are my ratings.
Oh,
they might increase or decrease. The show go on, because just like Brad, I'm only basing it on looks right now. I ain't seen the personalities yet. It may just drop or rise. So there's room for improvements, people.
Okay, right. So let's talk about.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I was gonna say, the last one, the one with the accent as well, is probably my favorite one as well. So Brad, yeah. So when they were doing the coupling up, I love the fact that Kaz, the black girl, the token black girl, the AKA Samira, actually stepped forward for the black man. I thought, thank you. And then what did he go and do? Not even pick her and go pick someone. I thought, yeah, of course.
Well, he did pick someone nice, though. I couldn't blame him.
He did.
I couldn't blame him. He didn't go for,
don't want him, so yeah, serves him right. But then in the end, I liked the way. In a way, I didn't like the end. I didn't like it because the black girl was the one left on the shelf.
Yeah.
And
so let's just run through how the couples went on. So Jake came first, right? Yeah. So Jake came first. Girls who stepped forward for Jake was Liberty, straight up. She stepped forward. She's the only one, and he responded by staying, like picking her.
Yes.
Yeah. Then Aaron came. Aaron came forth, and Liberty looked away. And I don't know if that's a camera editing or not, but Liberty was kind of like looking the other way, like, no, you know what I mean? Sort of.
It ain't my type.
Exactly. Yeah. So Cass and Faye stepped forward for Aaron. So the black girl stepped forward for him, as you were saying, sort of thing. But he went on to pick Shannon. Yeah. Who he didn't know her name. He was like mumbling that the one door. I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? So that was quite nice. Yeah. Then Hugo came down, and nobody stepped forward for poor Hugo. So Hugo was still, since it's his choice, he went for Faye. Yeah. So he was coupled up with Faye for a moment there. Then Toby came down. No one stepped forward for Toby, which I was shocked about because I thought they would have. I thought one person would have. Yeah. But then he picked Faye. So he not
face man. Sorry.
Yeah, that I didn't want to say it, but I felt like it was implied by one. So he picked Faye, so knocking Hugo to the reserve bench, basically. And then Brad came down, and Faye, Liberty, and Sharon stepped forward for him. And he picked who did he pick? Faye.
Yes.
Right? Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He picked Faye.
Right and center.
Yeah. He said so he didn't even know her name either. So he was the one in the blue. I don't know. That one. Yeah, that one. So in the end, Hugo and Sharon got coupled up, and Cass and Toby got coupled up. So those are our couples so far. Yeah.
Yes. So sorry. So thank you. See, Snoop did her, took notes and was,
I'm telling you.
Yes, I was just here drinking and, taking it all in. So what I liked the fact that Kaz and Toby, even though they were put together, they've been getting on quite well. It's probably more of a friendship vibe. But I like the way they're more.
But good things start from a friendship.
Yeah, but it just seems like you know what? Look, let's just see what happens. But they're getting along, which is good. All I would advise is that please, Love Island, the behind the scenes people there, because you already know that they've got makeup people and all sorts there. Because these people, the way they're all there. Yeah, I'm putting them on makeup. I believe they have the people, people there, because next the weaves are done, the hair, come on, this guy's hair's so please, for the black girl, I'm just putting it out there.
Yes, please have the correct stuff for her.
You know what I mean? Because I already started seeing her face, I think it started to look ashy. Please make sure, because this girl's gonna get dark while they're darker. Please make sure, guys, please, because Samira, who was a beautiful girl, sometimes I was like, and the girl don't even need makeup. Samira did not even need makeup, you know. But then sometimes you're seeing them looking ashy upon ashy. I'm like, oh Lord, please, please, with all the makeup and all the Max Factor in the back, come on, get the right. Don't let us down. Right, you know, because you always get the hair right. You always they're always there with their hair looking good. You know, even though they've jumped in the pool and all sorts. Okay, sorry, that was just my petition to the Love Island producers. Okay, so look, basically, guys, I'm excited for this season, but I did start getting a bit bored, thinking, okay, look, I hope this is I know it's just day one, so I don't want to be too, you know, I don't want to be on a negative because I usually love Love Island, but you know,
it's the summer, isn't it? It's the Lord, I can't say that. Sorry, my Lord. It's the small s savior of the summer, innit? Like, because if you got nothing going, or you can't go on holiday or anything, this is what you do. If you got no life, like Snoop, this is what you do. In and out of work, you're checking in on your islanders, you know, like your fish in the boat tank, making sure they're okay, what they're going up to now. Do you know what I mean? This is me. Do you know what I mean? So when it was getting a bit dry, I was kind of like, oh shit, I've already invested into this shit. Like, come on now, come on. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Because no one really striked me. Do you know what I mean? No guy really striked it for me, and no girl really made me feel like, oh yeah, you're a girl's girl. You're, you know what I mean? So I just thought, oh, okay, I don't know where I stand with this, but I'm gonna do it for the listeners. You know, I'm gonna just do it. And if I'm not feeling it some days, I'm gonna let you know I didn't feel it today.
Yeah, you know, obviously, guys, the couples are trying to talk to one another and trying to chat. Shannon is not really that sure about Aaron. She doesn't really feel like he's her type. Aaron recognizes there's no spark there, but he's saying it's day one. Liberty and Jake seem to be hitting it off, but towards the end, he's saying he doesn't know if he's got that proper attraction for her. Then we've got Sharon, who is not sure about Toby, like he's not Toby Hugo, he's not really her type. And I'm like, well, give it a chance. He clearly wants to give it a chance, and I think he thinks
he's a sweet guy.
Yeah,
he's another Alex, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's a sweet guy. Yeah.
Then you got Faye and Brad. Is it Faye and Brad?
Yeah, Faye and Brad.
Yeah. So she's like, he kind of talks a little bit too much. Kind of talks in circles type.
Talks himself into a circle. Yeah, which I did understand because I listened and I was like,
I was a bit like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So I did. Honestly, she was right about that. She was right about that.
So that they had like a little group, like activity where. Them two had to kiss Faye and Brad, and the kissing, it looked good. I was like, I might want to get in there. Like,
oh my God, I was the one in the corner cringing. I mean, I can't watch it.
I was like, yeah, God. Okay. So that looked good, and then they had another toe sucking.
The toe sucking.
Yeah,
they gave it to the wrong person.
Excited. Yeah, he looked. Toby had to suck Kaz's because I'm not doing it. And he looked hungry. I'm not gonna lie, he looked hungry. He was there yamming on her toe. And he was like, I've never done that before. I was thinking, don't lie.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry. Look, guys, I'll say this to all the girls. Any guy who's got a foot fetish, stay away from them. Stay away, because they are freak. Stay away. But I had a friend once. I'm not gonna say that.
That's Jake then. You're asking the girls to stay away from Jake.
Yes, basically, yes. Okay. It was creeps, but but I feel like Jake's a little bit different. I don't know, just like you said, he's a bit of a Jack the Lad, and it's like he doesn't strike me as someone creepy. But I had a friend, and she was like, "Iffy, don't knock it till you try it." She was like, I went to suck my tongue. I was no.
You need to shut up. It's late. My people sleeping. Shut up.
Sorry. But she was like, it was good.
Oh,
like, no.
When
I find a toe sucker.
Must be hard to let that one go.
Not
a lot of them out in the field. That's for sure.
Because I see some Jack Joes, and I'm like, I don't know many men that will go down and suck. But yeah, so okay, so right at the end of the night, Toby gets a message, and now they're not even doing just texts; they are doing
voice notes,
everything. So a new girl, when they bring someone new in, they call them the bombshells. So they brought this bombshell, Chloe. She's not joined the group yet, but she's gonna, I guess, date some of the guys. She just
stir it up a little bit. Yep.
She just looks like some any old average, basically looking. I don't think she looks as good as the girls in the house, but they're not that great. But I wouldn't be, Chloe.
You never think the extras look as good as anyone in the house. Because I remember the same thing you said. Was it the twins that came down?
Okay, maybe that's just me. But
you never really felt like any one of them. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But I think that's what it is. Like, you're always loyal to the people who the 10, the original 10, isn't it?
But I'm not. No, like, if
no,
someone's great looking, I'll be protective of the.
You trade up,
But if someone's good looking, I'll be like, oh bitch, oh shit, like, you better hold on to your man because you're about to lose him, But this girl, I just thought, please, even my mum would be like, this one's come to take my man. Girl, sit down, take a seat.
Who do you think she's likely to go on a date with?
Oh,
I think Brad and
that's what I was gonna say. Yes,
Brad and Toby.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Toby, any hole's a goal. That's what I think. Anyone, look at him. He was like, they were like, who do you like? I like every girl in here.
Every girl.
He is one of those buffet men. Anything.
But is he really a buffet man, or is he just saying you're all average? So none of y'all really think so. You're all the same level, so I'll go with anyone again. Because really, ain't no one standing out. I'm sorry to say. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. The only one that looks kind of great is Shannon, right? Shannon? Yeah.
Shannon, yeah.
But yeah, she looks great. But now that she's talking to Aaron a bit more, she's seeming kind of dead to me. I'm like, okay, maybe it's because she hasn't got the guy who really, girls, you need that guy that kind of wakes you up, in it, like, and then your real personality, your real flirtatious, then your real comes out. So right now she's with someone she's not really attracted to, so she's kind of like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So everyone just seems very, very average. The guy seems average on the rate to, like, only one stands out in Brad. The girl seems average, only one stands out in Shannon. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Yeah. So
gosh, well, we'll see. We'll obviously continue to cover the show because that's what we're gonna do, and I really hope that it gets a bit more juicy and it gets a bit more spicy. I'm saying it will, but obviously we have to keep monitoring and see how
it progresses.
Yeah. So okay, so to round up, Snoop, what was your standout moment of the whole episode tonight?
Standout moment of the whole episode was probably the toe sucking. That was gross.
I have to second that.
Yes. Because I wasn't expecting that. So first on, imagine meeting someone already. That's what you got to do. I was like,
I like the fact that he was like, you know what? Let me just, like, I like anyone that will give. I mean, I'm not anything could go, but most things a go. So I think he's like a good sport. Like, he's a good sport. Like,
very good sport.
You know what? Yeah, like,
he could have said no. He's in a damn right mind to say no. She said no. I could have said, no. Yeah, she said no. I ain't doing it either. Yeah.
But the thing is, you see, if it had been me and I've got him to do it, I'd be like, let me see that crack right there. So I'll be
get that toe right between you.
I'll be separating my toes, like, go on. Yeah, get in there. Ooh, yeah.
Are you sure you ain't done this before yourself?
No. If I had, trust me, I would say. But yeah, you know what? I think, okay. So lastly, before we go, let's rate the episode out of 10. What's the rating?
Today's episode of the best part, obviously the best part that catches you is who's going to couple up with who's coming in, who's going to couple up with who. And, you know, so the first 40 minutes of the show, you know, was quite exciting to see, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Then when they all go off and they all start chatting in their own little corners and stuff, that's when I was like, oh yeah, I think I have watermelon in the fridge. Oh yeah, I think because that's when I started walking away from this movie, because it just got a little dry, because it was just pleasantry talk. It's nothing, you know. Okay, so what do you do? Okay, you're yeah. You know what I mean, sort of thing. It was not. It's nothing, and I can't really fault them for that, because it is what it is, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know. And no one there was really fancying each other. Do you know what I mean? It's a different thing if you really got someone you fancy. Okay, maybe like Liberty and Jake. I mean, Liberty fancies Jake. Do you know what I mean? So her eyes are really on it, but there was no flirtatiousness going on, no nothing. It was just kind of like, I'm stuck with you for now. Do you know what I mean? And I think everybody, my prediction so far with the coupling state that they are at the moment, the level that they are, everybody's fair game, because everybody, you know, there's no loyalty right now. Like, everybody will move around to someone else in the group or outside that comes into the group. Because no one's really crushing on anyone.
So again, maybe because of the toe sucking made you have amnesia. What do you rate this episode? What out of 10 would you rate that?
I rate this episode, I rate it a 6 today.
We are in sync. That's exactly what I was feeling. 5 because it started.
Yeah.
That's it. 5 because it started. That's it.
Finally.
And 1, exactly.
I think I was gonna make it. You know that. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
1. I was gonna just say, and 1 because I didn't switch off. I didn't turn it off. Yes, I might have got because I was a little bit like, okay, this is getting a little bit dry. But, you know, I thought, nah, it's cool. We haven't had Love Island for a long time. You know, we're going to give it a chance. It will heat up. It will warm up. So, Okay, so fans, don't say we don't do, you know, we don't do shit for you guys, because we stayed up. Do you know what I mean? Me and Snoop stayed up. Snoop took her notes. You know,
I took my notes.
Yes, and we are going to try our best to give you as much Love Island coverage as possible.
Yes.
Definitely. Okay, so
done my homework.
Yes. Until next time, you guys know you can contact us on Instagram, iTunes, Facebook, IG. You can email us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. I'm your girl, Queen P.
And I'm Snoop.
Good night, Islanders.